Hi, I'm Mark Sherman, and this is my personal philosophy of education. First of all, a little bit on why I'm in education. And in a word, I would say it's significance. When I was a child, I liked learning. I had a lot of input from coaches and teachers and my parents, and I always enjoyed knowing how things worked, and that led me into studying engineering. And never once did I question the field of engineering. And I liked knowing how things worked. I recognized that God, as the Creator, made the universe orderly such that we could study it, and as a result, invent things, and it allowed for engineering and invention that was intriguing to me. And so that drew me in. I graduated with an engineering degree and began working there, but quickly realized that investing my life and my career in things wasn't what I wanted. I did want more significance, not more money, not more vacation, not better things, but significance. And I found that working at Freightliner, making a bigger, better truck, more efficient or safer, it still ended up in a junkyard. And what I wanted was really a chance to invest in what I saw as valuable, which is people. And in education, you have that opportunity. So if I could impact one student, that would be worthwhile. A little bit about how children learn. I would put it this way. They learn when they encounter new ideas. They interact with those ideas, whether that's a teacher bringing an activity or an exercise, or a little more informally. When they hear a new idea, see a new idea, and interact with it, they begin to synthesize it. And when it's synthesized in their mind, then they can recall that information and put it into practice in their thinking or their actions. Just like a child is taught in school how to sing the alphabet song. It's not so they learn a new song they can sing the rest of their life, but it's a building process. And those letters of the alphabet, they're followed by teaching the sounds they make, then blending those sounds, then reading words, then reading books. And that building complexity allows for learning at greater and greater levels. So each bit of learning becomes a tool for further learning. And learning is enhanced when it's in community, whether that's students learning from students, teachers learning from students, teachers learning from other teachers. When there's genuine community and trust, it helps the learning process. As a leader, the two things that I really want to aspire to be are a leader who is trustworthy and a leader who is a servant. When you have a trusting environment, people are more willing to take risks, and they're also willing to exceed the minimum requirements of what's asked of them because they know they're supported. And that goes hand in hand with a servant leader who is working hard to meet the needs of the student, or of those that are being led, working hard to make sure that they're equipped and supported in what they're doing, and everybody's going to be truly motivated and work harder in an environment that's both trusting and where they're served in that capacity. Finally, just a little bit of an integration of my faith in the education environment. Like I said, my goal, my reason for being in education is to make a significant difference, to make an impact. And I see people as the most important way for me to invest my career and my life. I want to impact students first and foremost in a redemptive way. I want to point them back to God, who desires a relationship with them. And so if I can impact just one student and point them to Christ, then it's worthwhile. And I'm fortunate to work in Christian education, and so I have the opportunity to do this, and it's in my job description. I think in a secular environment it would be much more difficult, but it's still what a Christian educator is called to do. They're called to live their life for Christ. So for me personally, my philosophy of education is to make a difference in a student's life, and as an educational leader to support the staff, the faculty, to be able to do their best in a way that honors God. Colossians 3:17 says, "Whatever you do, in word or deed, do everything in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through Him." I see my work in education as fitting into this category of the whatever you do it to the glory of God. And educational leadership is an opportunity to honor and glorify God with my life.